tell me how you dey feel the Champions League final don't come.
The
Of
champion. Yeah, go
of
ahead.
course, it happened for Wembley
Mm.
tomorrow 8 p.m. How you dey feel?
The Champions League final are always very big one for every football fan. Because we know say when it comes to club football for Europe, the Champions League now be the biggest competition. So everybody I always dey dey inside to see wetin go happen because you if you go look the Champions League final tomorrow now, all the big oga dem when it concern football for the football lifestyle go one day for the Champions League final. To see the best of European football, to
Yeah.
see the best of players where they play for Europe. They do that thing where they know how to do best. And two very big club. And I want to talk about Real Madrid also because we don't say we not be talking about Champions League without we not talk about that club. Now
Yeah.
club where we say they sabi win the competition. Many people don't talk say the UEFA Champions League na competition where they make for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You understand? So the best football club in the world, if you ask me, that be Real Madrid, and like them, therefore one of the top, the very best club football competition. Also, if you ask me, so it go very interesting to see. And many people like the underdog story.
Yeah.
And are waiting Borussia Dortmund be for this UEFA Champions League this season. Many people no believe say they will reach. Even me, remember when they do draws,
Yes.
quarterfinal draws, when we talk about them, I just talk say the team they play, good football, but I don't expect say they will come up for that quarterfinal round. But they shock me, shock many people. Come up for quarterfinal, reach all the way to the finals now. So many people like the underdog story. Some people they will support Borussia Dortmund because many people don't look them less because Real Madrid now them be the favorites on paper and then people, the bookies they give us favorites to win that final. So some people they want support Borussia Dortmund because of underdog story, team where people look last, now they won't come become the cornerstone.
Now, more critically analyze them with our own real eye.
Yes.
Dortmund finished fifth for their league.
Dortmund
come out PSG. Dortmund come out PSV also to play against PSV. And they don't show themselves well building up to this Champions League, final and everything for the round of 16 after the quarterfinals. These guys don't show themselves well. Looking at them for the group stage of how they play matters, they don't really prove themselves well when it comes to Champions League this particular season from group stage football, and every. Now, look at the Dortmund team. Look at the players they get for Dortmund. Some people go find them hard to call top 7 or top 8. Permit with so much respect to the Dortmund team. Very world class players, very world class players. But of course, play Champions League final, no doubt they're a world class player. But even if we look at some of the Euro list, we come out, don't come out. But these players they play the Champions League final, they miss out.
Yes, people like them, Matomels.
Yes, Adeyemi. Sancho miss out. So it showed the kind of team where Dortmund be. Now Dortmund will not too much big names for that side. Finish for their league, going against number 1. We finish for champions from the Spanish side. And some will say critically analyzing this particular matter, it go hard for Dortmund to spring up surprise tomorrow.
On paper, many people go talk say go hard, but this Dortmund team don't show us for this competition so far. Say no be names go play the ball at the end of the day. So now what you do for inside field now go determine your result for the scoreboard. Because when they pair them with PSG, many people they expect PSG could beat them. People don't they predict that PSG will go all the way to the finals because of the star effect.
Stars.
Yeah, the star effect where they get for Paris Saint-Germain, the players like Kylian Mbappe. One of the best footballers of the world currently. People believe saying will affect that game very well. But if you watch the way Dortmund play over the 2 legs, they make sure they don't give Mbappe any better chance. They mark him, cut all the supply. So the Dortmund team, you talk about players like the Matomels, them when no make the team. Karim Adeyemi. If you look the Dortmund team, where even the coach is a young man. Now young coach will be saying, see they learn for the work, see they gain the experience small. Edin Terzic, they get. So, but if you look the squad, they don't get a superstar. Many people go talk say, that player that they put out, you don't understand. But this Dortmund squad now a perfect blend of experience and youth. Because if you look players like Emre Can, players like Matt Hummels, you don't understand. Players like Marco Reus, these guys don't they play Champions League for the past how many years they come. And some of them, like Marco Reus, they among the Borussia Dortmund team where don't go all the way to the finals, where they lose against Bayern Munich. So these experienced players and the youth where they get for the team, I believe say the coach constantly sabi them to come the show say they want time because football no be name go play am na the team wey want am pass na go get 3 points or na go qualify to the next round. And this Dortmund team dey show us dey come for this competition from group stage say dem want to continue to stay for the competition. So experience and blend most times when youth when in join together, e dey always dey dey bring better thing come out most times. So I no go totally write off the Dortmund team, but I will give Real Madrid 80 to 90% chance of winning the final. But I just give Dortmund that small respect for their football, the work wey they don do so far all the way to the final, because to reach final no be beans, no be small pikin play.
Dortmund action matter for them so far this season for the Champions League. Now their home ground, where difficult, impossible. Playing PSG, they play PSG for the group stage, the same group F and everything, before coming to the round of 16.
Yes.
But their home ground now become be like where they call fortress. In English they call it fortress, where nobody can just come, they'll just come pick up points. So their major push to the finals now that are home ground, where we say did they get the result for that side. This time around, not be home ground. You they play for a neutral ground. Now this neutral ground will get how it affect the Dortmund team.
Say final one off game, and I believe that one might be the fear where Madrid go dey more careful, because if you say a 2-leg game, maybe they go play one for Bernabeu. You understand? I go say okay, you don't understand. But especially when it be 1-leg game, anybody can beat anybody. We see them with just recently with the FA Cup final. Many people no give Manchester United chance for that game against Manchester City. But at the end of the day, what happened? Manchester United turn up for final. You understand? So if Borussia Dortmund can go turn up for final, this expectation, that talk when me I don't initially talk, say I give Real Madrid 80 to 90% chance of winning the final. That talk we just waka enter bush, because now who's serious for final day? Now you go put on for the cup. So because that 1-leg game, Madrid need to be very careful. Borussia Dortmund also need to be very careful, because anything where you play on that 1 leg now go determine the result of the competition. So if you just not go start first half well, maybe you go concede 2 goals, like what happened to Manchester City, the game feel over for you.
So now let's shift to Real Madrid, of course. Real Madrid playing the Champions League finals the second time in the last 3 years.
3 years.
And of course the fact say they did always very close to the finals, and the first club to win the Champions League back to back. They get big recognition for the Champions League matter. And of course, look at the Real Madrid team. Star-studded. I use the word.
And again, young players we don't win the Champions League with this Real Madrid team.
Young players.
So be like say, I'll call them now very big occasion, but these young players, they don't experience them before, they don't know what it be. You don't understand? So that fear of say this occasion if you go big past them, it not really there for the Madrid team. And when you talk about experience now, the likes of the Luka Modric, the likes of Toni Kroos, the likes of Rudiger, them. These now people will be say, senior players will be say they don't show for the last 5 to 10 1 decade. The last decade, 10 years, they don't show say them belong to that top level. They belong to that, senior bra level when it comes to football. So this Madrid team, I just look the team. Now why they tell you say I give them 80 to 90% chance of winning the team, winning this Champions League, because the team too complete. Talking about their manager, a man we don't get experience of winning this Champions League.
With more than one club.
Exactly. And he also win them as a player too.
So the important part of them.
True talk.
So the experience they play for everywhere, and look at the field. If you watch Real Madrid try the Champions League build up, and the fact say Real Madrid get the experience, sometimes they start with the young boys. In the middle of the game, you put Luka Modric get the eye. When the wing fail, Luka Modric come from the midfield to open up the midfield with make sense passes. Toni Kroos playing the last Champions League final, a last football matters with Real Madrid. Will be on that crucial man. We'll go watch and we'll go see how he go play for the midfield for Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior, they said to win the Ballon d'Or. If last if he helped a club win talk about the Champions League, this makes sense. Tomorrow when that particular one go play. But before we wrap up, man to watch out for tomorrow for you.
Vinicius Junior must show face. You understand? Because we don't see him now. He don't show him over time. He don't show him over time. Say him now. One of the big boys. Man not saying that him be the only star player. Now him be the man where they carry this team for him back, because other players they like Jude Bellingham don't show this season. Say him be one of the top players where they put the team for him back, because during that period where Vinicius Junior injured, Jude Bellingham they score those vital goals for them. So Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior are players to watch out for, in my opinion. But for that Borussia Dortmund team, I want to talk about Jadon Sancho and Karim Adeyemi.
Yeah.
The Dortmund wingers, the Dortmund flank players, they
Yes,
don't show say they get that alcohol vital contribution when they put for that Dortmund team. They feel break you down. You don't understand? So Madrid need to be very careful of those boys for the wings. And Nicolas Fulkrug, the striker for Borussia Dortmund, he don't show say a person when we say if he get one chance, go bury him.
Yeah.
Like what we see against Paris Saint-Germain. So Madrid really need to be very careful of this Dortmund
the
attack.
shaky defense of Real Madrid affect them tomorrow.
Madrid, I not sure say their defense will really shake, you understand? Because Rudiger don't show say over time, saying be rock. Then they get Nacho, which is the captain, the current captain of the team.
The Bayern match, the fact say we look at how they conceded 3 goals for the semi-finals, 2 for the Allianz Arena. In the second leg, they collect 1. It shows say if Anya it be like they collect. Rudiger correct defender, but they always collect for the post. And as I talked earlier, with this situation whereby Dortmund will just score 1, go block everywhere.
And you know, that Madrid defense unit, another thing where I will talk about the defense, we say injury they affect that defense unit this season. Because if you look for a long part of the season, they did without one of their best defender, either Militao, the Brazilian, you don't understand. And also the left back too, Mendy still injured. If you notice this season, Camavinga play left back a lot of times. Xiaomini also play center back a lot of times. So those defensive injuries will affect them. That's saying that they get a regular center back pairing. You understand? I feel look like if you look a good number of games this season, you go see Madrid play different center back pairing where. So those injuries they affect defense when you change like that. And also we don't forget say Courtois even injured. But Lunin, the goalkeeper will not come in, him don't show say him won't even follow Courtois drag down position. Even the bench keeper when they bring on loan from Chelsea.
To come keep, So it goes very interesting to watch that one tomorrow. But before we finally end, I like this part. These are the parts where I like most. Dortmund versus Real Madrid. Wait to be your own prediction.
I don't think say this match go just stay easy for Real Madrid to just come brush Dortmund the way some people they look out for. I say Madrid don't win. No. I think say the results go they very close. I go give Real Madrid a 1-0 win or a 2-1 victory for that match.
1-0 win for talk about Madrid.
Yes, Madrid to win 1-0 or 2-1.
No extra time.
I don't know. I find anything can happen.
So we're going to say it will happen. Of course, thank you very much. And
thank you, Gary.